Most people start the year with big dreams, but by February, they've already quit. Why? Because they never trained their minds to endure when things got tough. But not you. This year, 2025, is different. This year, you break limits. You rise above the doubt, the fear, the excuses. Why do 92% of people fail their New Year's resolutions? Is it because they lack talent, resources, or luck? No. The real reason is mental toughness, or rather, the lack of it. If you've ever started something with excitement but quit when it got hard, this video is for you. Mental toughness is the secret weapon of the world's most successful people. And today, we're going to break it down and teach you how to develop it in 2025. If you master this, nothing will stop you. Mental toughness is the ability to stay strong and focused despite obstacles, failures, and self-doubt. It's what separates champions from the rest. Think about elite athletes, top CEOs, and military leaders. What do they all have in common? They don't let setbacks define them. Instead, they use challenges as fuel to push harder. Mental toughness isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. It's a muscle that grows every time you push past discomfort. And the best part? You can train your mind just like you train your body. Your brain is a powerful machine, and science proves that it can be rewired. This concept is called neuroplasticity, and it means your brain adapts to what you repeatedly do. If you constantly tell yourself, "I can't do this," your brain wires itself for failure. But if you start saying, "I am capable," and push through tough moments, your brain will rewire for strength and resilience. Neuroscientists have found that thoughts create neural pathways. The more you think in a certain way, the stronger those pathways become. So if you want to be mentally tough, you need to start controlling your thoughts. Change your thinking and you change your life. Your inner voice determines your actions. If you constantly say, "I'm not good enough," you'll believe it. But if you tell yourself, "I can handle this," your brain starts looking for ways to make it true. Catch yourself when negative self-talk happens and replace it with empowering statements. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I am figuring this out." Life is unpredictable and setbacks will come, but mentally tough people don't let emotions control their actions. They acknowledge their feelings but don't let fear, frustration, or doubt dictate their choices. When faced with stress, practice deep breathing and ask, "What's the next best action I can take?" This stops emotion from taking over. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. If you rely on motivation to take action, you'll fail the moment you don't feel like doing the work. Mentally tough people act based on commitment, not feelings. Set non-negotiable daily habits. Even when you don't feel like it, show up anyway. That's what builds mental strength. Mental toughness isn't built overnight. But if you start rewiring your mind today, 2025 will be the year you break through limits. Remember, control your thoughts, master your emotions, and commit to discipline over motivation. If you're serious about transformation, don't stop here. Watch the next video in this series, where we go deeper into mastering adversity. Your new life starts now. Most people quit because they think setbacks mean failure. But the truth is setbacks are tests of your mental toughness. Every successful person you admire has faced obstacles, but what sets them apart is their ability to push through adversity instead of letting it define them. When life gets hard, and it will, the key is not to avoid difficulty, but to train yourself to thrive in it. Mental toughness is not about never feeling pain or fear, but about moving forward despite them. One of the most powerful ways to master adversity is by reframing failure. Instead of seeing setbacks as proof that you're not good enough, see them as stepping stones to growth. The Navy SEALs have a phrase, "Embrace the suck." This means accepting discomfort and using it as fuel rather than resisting it. When you start seeing struggle as necessary for success, you build an unstoppable mindset. Another critical aspect of overcoming adversity is recognizing that pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. Every time you push through a challenge, you expand your capacity to handle bigger ones. The people who achieve great things in life are not the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who refuse to give up when things got tough. Your mind will always try to convince you to take the easy way out. But the easy way never leads to greatness. To develop mental toughness, you must train yourself to act despite discomfort. to show up even when motivation fades, and to keep going when others would quit. One of the most effective ways to strengthen your mental resilience is by focusing on micro wins. Instead of overwhelming yourself with the big picture, break challenges into smaller, manageable steps. Completing small wins consistently builds confidence and momentum, making even the most daunting obstacles feel achievable. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not intelligence, talent, or resources. It is their ability to endure when things get difficult. If you can teach yourself to see adversity as an opportunity rather than an obstacle, nothing will be able to break you. Every challenge you face in 2025 will be a chance to build strength, to sharpen your mind, and to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. The key to mastering adversity is to take control of your perspective. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. Choose to respond with resilience, with determination, and with an unshakable belief that you will come out stronger. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it. Instead of avoiding discomfort, seek it out as an opportunity to grow. When life tests you, don't back down. Stand up and push forward. Mental toughness is not a trait you are born with. It is a skill you build through repetition, persistence, and an unwavering commitment to growth. If you want 2025 to be the year you finally break through your limits, start now. Choose to see every challenge as a lesson, every setback as a test, and every hardship as fuel for your success. The more you embrace adversity, the stronger you'll become, and the more unstoppable your future will be. What's the number one thing stopping you from achieving your biggest goals? It's not a lack of talent, time, or resources. It's the limiting beliefs you hold about yourself. These invisible mental barriers shape your reality more than anything else. If you believe you are not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable, then your actions will reflect that belief, and you will unconsciously sabotage yourself. Your mind is incredibly powerful, and it listens to every thought you feed it. The problem is that most people don't even realize they are trapped by these self-imposed limitations. Limiting beliefs are usually formed in childhood or after repeated failures, and they become ingrained in our identity. But the truth is, they are just stories we tell ourselves, and stories can be rewritten. The first step to breaking free from limiting beliefs is to identify them. Pay attention to the thoughts that hold you back. Do you often tell yourself, "I'm just not good with money," or "I'll never be successful"? These statements are not facts. They are just patterns of thinking that have been reinforced over time. The next step is to challenge these beliefs. Ask yourself, is this 100% true, and what evidence do I have to support or disprove this? You will often find that these beliefs are based on fear rather than reality. Instead of accepting them as truth, replace them with empowering beliefs. If you've always believed that you're not a disciplined person, start telling yourself, "I am capable of building discipline through consistent effort." Your brain adapts to repetition, and the more you reinforce a new belief, the stronger it becomes. Another key to breaking limiting beliefs is taking action before you feel ready. Most people wait for confidence to start something new, but confidence comes from action, not the other way around. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not fit enough to go to the gym, the best way to prove yourself wrong is to go anyway. The more you act against your limiting beliefs, the weaker they become. Surrounding yourself with the right environment is also crucial. If you are constantly around people who reinforce negativity, your mind will absorb that energy. Seek out people who challenge and inspire you to grow. Read books, listen to motivational content, and expose yourself to new ideas that shift your mindset. Your beliefs are shaped by what you consume daily. Breaking free from mental barriers isn't about pretending that fear doesn't exist. It's about recognizing it, confronting it, and moving forward despite it. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not intelligence or luck, but the ability to push past the doubts and limiting beliefs that try to keep them small. 2025 is your year to rewrite your story, to break through the mental chains holding you back, and to step into the most powerful version of yourself. Everything you want is on the other side of fear, so stop waiting and start acting. Success in life is not determined by luck, intelligence, or even talent. It is built through habits that shape your mindset, discipline, and resilience. The most mentally tough individuals do not rely on motivation because they understand that motivation is temporary, but habits create lasting change. Your daily actions determine your future. And if you want to become unstoppable in 2025, you must intentionally design habits that reinforce mental strength. The key is consistency. Small efforts repeated every single day will yield extraordinary results over time. One of the most powerful habits for developing mental toughness is embracing discomfort. Most people avoid challenges because they fear failure, but discomfort is the very thing that forces growth. Pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone daily, whether it's through physical endurance, learning something new, or facing a difficult situation, trains your mind to handle adversity with confidence. Another crucial habit is controlling your self-talk. The way you speak to yourself directly affects your actions. If you constantly reinforce negative beliefs, your mind will find ways to make them true. The mentally strong choose their words carefully, replacing self-doubt with affirmations of capability and resilience. Instead of saying, "I can't handle this," train yourself to say, "I will figure this out." This shift in language rewires the brain for success. Another foundational habit is mastering emotional control. Life will always present unexpected challenges, but mentally tough people do not allow emotions to dictate their responses. Instead, they take a step back, assess the situation rationally, and make decisions based on long-term benefits rather than short-term feelings. Practicing mindfulness, deep breathing, or even journaling can help develop this level of self-awareness. Discipline is another essential habit, and it is far more powerful than motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline ensures you take action regardless of how you feel. The best way to build discipline is through non-negotiable routines. Waking up early, exercising, prioritizing difficult tasks first, and following through on commitments even when it's inconvenient. The mentally tough do not make excuses. They make progress. The people who achieve the most in life are those who set clear goals and create habits that support them. They know exactly what they want and break their objectives into small, actionable steps. They track progress, stay accountable, and constantly refine their strategies to get better every day. Surrounding yourself with the right influences also plays a massive role in mental toughness. If you spend time with people who complain, make excuses, or settle for mediocrity, you will absorb those habits. But if you surround yourself with driven, disciplined, and mentally tough individuals, you will naturally adopt their mindset and habits. Your environment shapes you more than you realize. The secret to success in 2025 is not some magic formula. It is the ability to show up every day and do the work, regardless of how you feel. The strongest people are not those who never struggle. They are those who struggle, push through, and refuse to quit. Train your mind, build winning habits, and watch your life transform.